Hey, how's it going, Michael? We're gonna do a quick demo video for you for your KR Sabers Proelium. I record this part second and I do the actual demo first, and I was not able to show you the Bluetooth functionality there because I had to use my phone to record that part. So we'll just go over that part real quick, and then we'll go over my desk and we'll take a quick look at the rest of your Saber. All right, but coming over here real quick, we're gonna take the handle off, turn it on, and I'll go through all this with you in detail. See your Bluetooth blinking right here, right? We're gonna go over to our phone. We're going to go over to the ForceSync app. All right, it's gonna pop up. Searching for something, it's gonna pop up with that FSC BT909. You're gonna wanna click on that. You'll get this screen to ask you for a code to pair. You don't need to put a code in, just hit pair. All right, then you have your choice of boards that you could slide back and forth and find the Proffie board, which is right here. We'll click on that, and this screen will come up right here, and that is your controls. So if I hold up the Saber right here and I hit power, we've got function to the Saber, right? I could hit clash, blasters, force, right, lock up. You can mess with your sound volume and then turn it off again, just like that. All right, so we'll go ahead and I'm gonna turn this off, and that is how your Bluetooth works. Let's go over my desk, take a look at the rest of this guy, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, thanks, man. All right, Michael, here we've got your KR Sabers Proelium Saber. This was inspired by the design that came out of Azzy's workshop. I do forget offhand what the name of that original Saber was, but I mean both of these Sabers, very gorgeous. This one in particular, since this is the one we're talking about, a very sleek design. A 2-button setup, so your front dome tactile switch right here will be power. Your back dome tactile switch will be auxiliary. All right. This is your blade retention, and I left your blade plug in just to show you. There we go. It's not going to be one of those ones that just slides out, but if you kind of just grab it with your finger and pull it out, it'll come right out. All right. If you want to do a little bit of sanding there, you can. I don't really think it's necessary though. All right. When you look in there, you've got the new KR Sabers Ecopixel. So there's a ton of LEDs on that guy. You do have a 10 pixel accent strip underneath this grill area that you'll see light up here in a second, as well as the 5 pixel strip right here that you'll see light up here in a second as well. All right, to get to your chassis, you just want to unscrew your handle. Very impressive chassis by James over at Jimmy Saber Junk. This is the Eco Max chassis for this guy, and it has just about everything, right? So you've got it, first of all, a removable battery. So this is an 18650. This is a brand new battery that came with your install kit, so you will want to give it a charge. Spring side is the negative side of your battery there. Kill switch right here. You've got your Bluetooth module. You've got your OLED screen. Your crystal chamber. Now on your crystal chamber, your actual crystal is what spins. You'll see that spinning here in a second. All right. To get to your board, it can be a little bit tricky. I did put the Skull font on here from my dude Kasith. So it's on here already, everything's programmed. There is a copy of the config file on the SD card in case you ever want to add to it or make any changes. But to get to the board, what you want to do is you want to unscrew this guy. All right, you don't have to take it all the way out, but unscrew it. That's what's locking the chassis in. Be careful because the switches and this switchboard right here with the Neopixels, I left the wires long so that you could do this part, right? After you unscrew that, you carefully pull this forward, and it's only going to come to about right here. All right, if you look in here, there is where you've got access to your SD card and your micro USB. So you take that SD card out with a pair of tweezers, a 90-degree data cable fits in there just fine. Do what you want to do, and then when you're done, make sure that you push it in here straight. So when you look at this greebly that holds the chassis, it should be aligned with your crystal chamber. All right, so when you do that, hold it in place there and lock it back down with this guy. Make sure when you're pulling this guy out, you do it nice and slowly, and when you feel the resistance, you stop. I only left those wires so long, you know, so that you could pull it back so far and then push it back. I didn't want to make them too long, or there would be a chance of them snapping. All right, that's how you get to the board. Anyway, we'll come flip the switch.
How inevitable.
I'm going to turn this light off real quick. So you've got your crystal chamber going here. You've got that going. I did put K-Sith's logo on here for the boot up. So if we turn this back off real quick, turn it back on.
Inevitable.
You've got K-Sith's OLED animation. All right, and then we'll go to the battery meter. You've got your Bluetooth working. I'm using my phone to record this portion, so I won't be able to show you this, but hopefully I will remember to show you the functionality of this in the actual introduction, which is something that I tape after I do this part. All right, so crystal chamber's going. This guy's going here. Your LED ring is going. We'll hit power. When you hit power, hopefully you can see that crystal is actually spinning. The animation on this changes up, and this ramps up as well. So I got them, everything's doing a little bit something different when it's off, and then something different when it's on. All right. Twist off right there. So that's what it looks like with the handle off of it. That's your KR Sabers 20mm speaker as well. All right, so screw this handle on. It'll start getting tight towards the end. You want to go ahead and push it until it stops. This piece right here will be perfectly aligned with this greebly, and that's how that Saber is supposed to look. All right, so again, we'll turn it on. A lot more beefy with the handle on. Auxiliary. Let's put a blade in the sky real quick. This takes a 1-inch diameter blade. So we'll push the blade down, come over here, lock it down with our blade retention, which is right there, right? And hit power again. Blaster bolt deflex is just tapping the auxiliary. If you want blade lock up, hold the auxiliary button down and hit the Saber. Nice solid setup. If you want your music track to play when the Saber is off, do a long press on the power. This is the Skull versus Ahsoka scene from Ahsoka. To turn it off, simply do another long press and let it go. And that's what you do there. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll take this out. My old blade. We'll put your blade plug back in. Go ahead and lock it down. I'll show you. Got some nice shine through in your blade plug, so that's really cool. And we'll take the handle off. All right. Turn on one more time. See our crystal spinning until we come over here and flip the kill switch. And it kills power just like it should. All right, but that is basically your Proelium by KR Sabers with the Jimmy Saber Junk Eco Max chassis. This just showed up to me in the mail yesterday and got it done this morning. So hopefully you like the way that came out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get this out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks, man.